Hello humans! So Spooktober has finally begun. I'm gonna start off slow with this little Red Riding Hood look. You can do it either the cute pretty way or the deadly way. Starting off, I already applied my base and also filled in my eyebrows. And by the way, if you just want to go to the gory bits, I'll have a timestamp or annotation in this video so you can just go straight to that part. After priming your eyelids, I'm going to take a burgundy cream eyeshadow and apply this on the mobile lid, blending into the crease, and also on the lower lash line. This is just to set the tone for the eyeshadow. I'm using my Urban Decay Naked Smoky palette and taking the matte light color, apply this as highlight on the brow bone. Taking the color next to it, I'm going to use this to blend the highlighter into the crease. Taking the darkest matte brown color, apply this on the outer V of your crease, blending everything well for a smoky effect. I'm going to use a burgundy eyeshadow from Kiko and pat this on the mobile lid and also on the lower lash line to set the cream base. Be sure that the outer corners are still dark, so take a bit more of that dark brown eyeshadow and just go over the outer V and also apply it around the outer third of the lower lash line. I'm going to take the gold eyeshadow on my finger and pat this on the center and inner corner of my lid for more dimension, but you still want to be able to see the burgundy color, so just retouch it if you need to and blend everything well. I'm using a brown liquid liner today because I feel like brown is such a more rustic color for the look. Curl your lashes and apply coats of your favorite mascara to the top of bottom lashes. You can use black or brown for a more natural look. And because it's Halloween and I'm a lash addict, I'm gonna put on false lashes. Hide the lash band using the liquid liner again, and the eyes are done. For the face, I'm going to use a coral blush on the apples of my cheek, tip of my nose, and chin for a fleshed look. And for the lips, of course we gotta do red for Red Riding Hood. So line your lips and fill it in using your favorite red lipstick. I'm using Vanity Rain right now. It's my favorite red lipstick at the moment. And for some shine, I'm using Makeup Forever Artist Plexi Gloss just to the center. And that's the look done. It looks very rustic. You can do this for a vampire or a vampire hunter or Red Riding Hood in this case. But if you really want to kill the look on Halloween, try doing the little Dead Riding Hood version. First, we're gonna mark out where our cuts will be using a red lip liner. And then I'm just gonna take off my brows and lipstick because we don't need it in this part because it's gonna be covered anyways. And then I'm gonna fill in the cuts using a red cream paint. You don't have to do this, but if you're gonna use translucent liquid latex, this will help in the coloring process later. I'm gonna apply some Vaseline on any facial hair that might be covered with the latex so that the latex won't rip off my hair. Speaking of liquid latex, I'm using a flesh tone one, but you can use a translucent one as well. And taking a cotton, unroll it. Literally, you don't need a lot. I only used this one cotton for the entire look. Apply a layer of liquid latex on one side of the cut, blending the edges into your regular skin. And then apply the cotton on top of the latex and then drench it again in liquid latex. You want to make sure that the edge blends into your normal skin better, but you don't need to stress out too much about the side that is wounded. You can use your finger or a disposable sponge. And then I'm going to take a spatula and just shape the cut mark. You want to do this while the latex is still wet so that it will be easier for you to shape it. Now do the same thing again on the other side of the cut mark and be sure that the cotton and latex meets at the corner and that the edges blend into your regular skin well. That's basically how you create a cut mark. So you want to do this for every single one of your cuts. Be sure that you drench the cotton in liquid latex well and that the liquid latex is still wet when you sculpt the shape of the wound, because if it's a bit drier when you sculpt it, you're going to end up taking the latex instead of shaping it. Wait for it to dry or blast it with a blow dryer at the lowest setting possible. Once it's dry, you will notice that the color changed a bit. Powder it to get rid of any shine. Take your foundation and apply this on top of the cotton and latex to match it with your skin color. If the latex is a lot more brighter than your regular skin, you can go in with a darker foundation first before your regular one to darken the color of the cotton. Try to do this as best as possible, and then we're gonna go into coloring the wounds. I'm gonna use the red cream paint again to fill in the wound. Again, because I already used a colored latex, the wound kind of covered up the red underneath it, but if you're gonna use the translucent one, it'll be a lot more visible. Use a darker red around the perimeter of the wound, blending the colors well for more dimension. And to add more shadows, I'm going to take a black cream paint and just blend this onto the deepest points of the wound, i.e. the areas with the most flappy skin. Be sure that everything is blended well, but don't stress too much about it because we're going to be covering it with blood anyway. Pat on the two red colors sporadically around the wound to create a more bruised effect. And then I'm going to take a bit of the yellow on the same bruise wheel just to the high points of the wound to add dimension. I'm going to take a lavender concealer, mixing it with the dark red and black cream paint for a bruised tone, and apply this to anywhere the wounds will appear more swollen. If you feel like you overdid the color, just take the foundation brush again without any extra foundation to blend it out. I'm gonna take a black stippled sponge and just stipple the red colors on the skin for more texture. To add a bit more dimension to the cuts, I'm gonna take a dark concealer and apply this on the perimeter of the wound to create shadows. That's the coloring done, and now we're gonna move on to the blood. I'm using condensed blood inside the wounds for a more fleshy look, and it also lasts a lot longer. But for that splatter effect, I'm using some stage blood and just letting it drip onto my face. You can go as far as you want. I even took some of the blood on the stipple sponge again and just stipple it on random areas of the face. Finish off the lipstick again, and that's the little Dead Riding Hood look done. I'm sorry if I sound a little bit weird. I'm actually a bit rushing this voiceover right now. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoy it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye!